Hi guys, well we are back in American Truck Simulator and I've started off this new profile. I'm at level 6, so I haven't gone very far. But I'll talk about it as we drive. We're picking up a load of packaging here. I've just done a bit of a walk around the truck and we're just going to take these legs up here and whoops, is put the legs down. I must have taken them up already. Okay, let's take the legs up. And I've already done a bit of a walk around the truck, but I just want to check this trailer again. All the brake cables, everything are connected up, everything is all good here. So we'll go ahead and get in the truck and head off. It's not a very long trip. Really enjoying being back in American Truck Simulator again. Yeah, I've seen Australian Truck Simulator, Trucking World Australia, is it? It looks pretty nice. But I want to talk about that. Some things that get me excited and other things make me go sort of a little bit ho-hum. I haven't downloaded, I know you can play it for free at the moment, and it is like a demo, but I haven't bothered to do that yet. So I haven't got much, with this profile, I haven't got much money in the bank, but I did buy a second-hand truck, and I went and got it painted. It is just a day cab, as you can see, it's nothing flash. But I did go and get it painted, and I did add on a few extras, a few little toys and bits and pieces you can see here. And inside I got some nice new shiny wheels. Inside you'll see my extras. I got the nice fluffy dice there. I got my wallet sitting down there, and I put a new steering wheel on it, bits and pieces like that. But as I say, I'm only up to level 6, and I got quite a bit of debt buying this second-hand truck, so we're going to have to work quite hard. I want to get up to level 10 so that I can put a sleeper cab on the back. Once I've got a sleeper cab on the back here, we'll be able to take on some really long hauls and head off around the map and just sleep in the truck, and it'll be quite good. If you're paying for hotels and motels all the time, it takes quite a bit off the actual budget. So I'm really looking forward to get up to level 10, and then I'm going to upgrade the truck and get that sleeper cab attached to the back. And I may even change the paint scheme as well when we get there, depending on how much money we have in the bank when we do that. But really am enjoying being back in American Truck Simulator. Now the Australian one looks quite nice, but you're in the desert. I would like to see a bit more scenery. I think just driving around and doing deliveries in the desert is going to get pretty boring after a while. But we'll wait and see what it's like when it comes out. If they've got cities and like Sydney and Melbourne, and you're driving over the Sydney Harbour Bridge and all that beautiful sort of scenery, it's going to be well worth it. It'll be lovely. But at the moment, all I've seen is trucks driving around the desert, which is going to get a little bit monotonous. One of the things I really like about American Truck Simulator is the vast openness of the terrain, the states. You can travel from state to state to state, and the scenery and the vistas are just so incredible. With the big bridges, the rivers, the canyons and the waterfalls, the scenery is just diabolical, just beautiful. And I know Australia has a lot of beautiful scenery as well, but if they get all that scenery in there, it's going to be really nice. The trucks look nice, as nice as American Truck Simulator. The novelty, of course, is you can open the door and get out of the truck, which is what I do anyway in American Truck Simulator. You've already seen me just walk around and attach the trailer and do stuff. So I can do all that in American Truck Simulator. Get out, walk around, take photos, all sorts of things. So I'm not going to get all excited and buy it just because I can get in and out of the truck, okay? There's more to this simulator than just climbing in and out of the truck. It is the beauty of the trucks, it's the upgrades, it's the customization, and of course it's the wonderful, amazing scenery all around the United States that really is the draw card for me. I mean, you can drive somewhere 10 times on the same route and still see things that are different that you didn't see on the first trip, so it's just incredible. And I presume, I haven't played much European Truck Simulator, but I envisage that would be exactly the same as well. So I don't see anything in Australian truck world that would get me excited enough to buy it yet. I'll wait till it comes out, and I'll see a few of the reviews and watch a few of the other big time YouTubers play it. And if it looks like it's going to be as good as American Truck Simulator, if the scenery is, you know, a good variation of scenery, as well as, you know, the deserts and all the cityscapes and the cities, and we'll see what we've got, okay, in the final package with the truck editing and things like that as well. So the jury is still out for me, but we'll wait and see. But I really am enjoying American Truck Simulator. It's just fantastic. So we are heading over to Denver with a load of packaging. That is where we are going. And on these videos, guys, I'm going to try not to do all the things that annoy me that other content providers do in Truck Simulator. Okay. Oh, some of these content providers who do Truck Simulator just drive me nuts. So I'm going to try not to do all the things that they do, like leave the indicator on for 10 minutes. Oh, they're clicking and everything. Things like that. I'm not going to try and crash into things and crunch things. I'm going to try and be a good driver, indicate when I'm supposed to indicate. Going to try and get my deliveries done without any accidents or scratches or bumps, damages to the truck or other people. And of course I'm going to go outside the truck and show you the nice scenery. These videos where you're stuck in the cab for half an hour or 40 minutes, it's just so jolly boring, guys. I mean, look at the scenery here. This is the beauty of American Truck Simulator, guys. Not just sitting in the cab for the whole hour or half an hour. You need to get outside and show everyone the amazing scenery. This is where all the work has gone in for these developers, creating the beautiful vistas and scenery. And as a content provider, I want to be able to get outside the truck and just show you the amazing scenery. Look at the train going past there. It's just incredible. It's just such a shame when you're making a video just to sit in the truck for 45 minutes. I mean, everybody knows what the inside of a cab looks like, a truck simulator. But we need to get outside and just take in the scenery. So maybe there'll be times I'll just pull over, stop, get outside and take some photos. I think that'd be quite good. I have got my camera set up to my mouse, so all I've got to do is click the central wheel on my mouse like that, and I can take a photo anywhere that I'm looking, any direction I'm looking in. So as we come across all these wonderful vistas and beautiful places we drive through, the sceneries, I'm certainly going to be taking some photos. There's another train there parked in the siding, and there's a guy riding a horse. Look at that, look at this. Try not to crash. There's a guy riding along beside the train tracks there, if you can see it, guys, riding his horse, you see. Now if you were just stuck in the cab making videos as a content provider, you would have missed that. You never would have seen that. The guy galloping down the track on his horse. It's just so interesting, isn't it? All the details that they've put in here. And that's what I mean. It's just a shame to spend all your time driving, sitting in the cab, and not actually enjoying the scenery that's out there. And if you're making content, surely take the time to show people who are watching the amazing scenery that you can see. Just makes the video that much more interesting and entertaining than just sitting in the cab and blabbering away about nothing for 40 minutes. So here we go, guys. I will try not to blab on all the time. I may be quiet some of the time and actually put on some music as well. So I'll show you the outside scenery, I'll show you inside driving, and I will also have some music as well. Main thing is just to relax and enjoy and just take in some of the views, really. So it's a reasonable trip. We got 5 hours and 14 minutes, and one of the videos I'll show you all my setups and settings as well. I've got all my dynamic setups as close to how it feels, how I feel it is quite real, but for the realism. I'm not a real truck driver, so I'm no expert, but I've got my settings set up in a way that it feels real to me when I'm driving this truck. In the way of the suspension, see the body shaking around when I change direction on the wheel, put my brakes on and go over bumps, the body sort of vibrates and shakes and the suspension starts working, and I believe that's what it's like in a real truck. The cab moves around quite a bit, so I'll show you the settings I've got to achieve that. But anyway, I'm just going to sit back and try and concentrate and be a good driver. So I might just put the radio on for a little bit, and I'll talk to you again a bit later. Now I've pulled off the road here because I've noticed I do need to get a little bit of fuel. I've sort of got about a third of a tank. I'll be a lot more comfortable if the tank was full, so I've pulled off the road here, and I think over here we got some fuel. So I'll top up with some fuel and then we'll get back on the road again. Right, so we've got our fuel and we are on the road again with a full tank of gas, full tank of diesel. Happy days. Now, as far as my settings go, there are a few things that I have turned off because it sort of kills the immersion for me when I have them on. There's things like traffic fines, road events. I've turned that right down to like 2%. Diversions, detours, I've turned that right down to about 2% because I drive quite a bit, and so I've worked it out on the percentage that I see in real life roadside accidents or detours. I think in the last 2 or 3 years, maybe 5 years, since I've actually had a road detour due to something that's happened on the highway. So it hardly ever happens, so it's not realistic in the game. I've turned that right down. Same with roadside crashes or incidents. I've probably seen possibly 3 over the last 5 years, so I've turned that right down to about 1 or 2%. Fines, like for speeding, I've turned that right down, or off actually, because, well, it really happens, and I've very rarely ever seen a truck driver driving to the speed limit. This is the truth of it, guys, here in New Zealand. If there's no cops around or police around, the truck drivers just boot it, and very rarely you'll see one actually puttering along sticking to the speed limit. You just won't see it. So to have that setting on and get fined every 5 minutes when you go over the speed limit is just, one, not realistic, and two, it just kills all the immersion, and it just ruins the feeling. So I've turned that off. Most of the time I do stick to the speed limit or under, but there are times when I just want to boot it. If it's a nice straight road, there's not a lot of traffic around, and it's safe, then I'll just put the hammer down, guys, and I will just boot it, just like the real life truckies do in real life. Well, that's here in New Zealand anyway. I don't know about where you are, but they just want to get there as fast as they possibly can. And that's what I do, guys. But I do intend to try and drive safe, and not to just go crazy and crashing into stuff or scratching stuff. Please pull over at an inspection. Okay, so check my mirrors here. I've got to pull over here for a weigh station or an inspection, I think. So we'll come in here and we'll get this done. Looks like I'm going to be weighed or inspected. Okay, enter. Vehicle gross weight 76,441 pounds. Thank you for stopping. Drive safely. I usually give the guys a bit of a toot, just to say thanks. I mean, the guys at the weigh station here, you know, they do long hours. They don't get high wages, so to take the time to say thank you or give them a little toot just shows them that you appreciate their effort here. I know truck drivers would probably consider it a curse and a bit of a nuisance that they have to stop, but that's fine. They're just doing their job, guys. Right, 1 hour 9 minutes in game time, so we're almost there actually, not too far to go. So beautifully modelled. I mean, if the Australian Trucker World Australia gets to this level, guys, it will be fantastic. Because there is some beautiful scenery in cities in Australia that we can travel through and explore. But at the moment, it's just driving around in the desert as the demonstration game shows us, which is not that exciting to me. So we'll just bring it in here nice and slow. Look at this truck, doesn't this look beautiful? I like to drive from the outside sometimes, guys, just so that I can see the nice truck. It's just beautiful. There we go. Right, so we're going to get out and we're going to disconnect our trailer. Okay. So we'll come down here. Right, we'll give this handle a bit of a twist. And there we go, we are all done. Let's have a look, see how we did. Excellent. We didn't hit anything, no scratches, no bumps. We're not quite up to level 7 yet. We made a little bit of money. Let's have a look, see how how our bank account is looking. 29,900, about 30,000 in the bank. So got a few more levels, a few more deliveries, maybe about another 5 deliveries, and we'll be up to level 10. My goal is to get up to level 10 so that I can get this sleeper cab put on the back of the truck, and then we can do some longer deliveries and sleep in the back. And we don't need to pay out for hotels and motels. It takes quite a bit out of your profit, out of your income, if you're paying for hotels and motels. So get up to level 10. I'll get the sleeper cab put on the back. We might go for a new paint scheme as well, just to jazz it up a bit, and we'll start heading over to some places that I haven't been before. That would be good. Let's have a look at the world map here. It is just huge, guys. I'm in Denver at the moment. I haven't been over here yet. Haven't been up to Columbus. Haven't been up to Phillipsburg, Marville, Columbia, Kansas City. Haven't been there yet. I've downloaded the scenery and added it on the other day, but Albuquerque, I haven't been there. This is where I started, way down here. San Diego, came up through Phoenix, Kingman. This is where I practiced all my truck driving skills to get to where I am today. Still got a long way to go, but now I'm at Denver. I'm going to head over and try and see some of the scenery over here that I've never seen before. So hit subscribe, guys. Follow along this trucking adventure, and let's take in some of the vista and just enjoy some of the beautiful scenery that the developers have worked so hard to create. We're not just going to sit in the cab all the time. We're going to get out and look around. Okay, right, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next video, and we'll head off and make a few more bucks. Take care, enjoy your trucking. Over and out.